Oh, everyone's met Ian, right? He's the best crisis manager out there. He got us through a lot of thorny stuff at York. And he has also worked with...
We don't talk about other clients, but let's just say I am his top gun. And to make him seem normal is a mission impossible.
All right, so we are in very good hands.
All right, my SEO guys are working to choke this story out. When you Google pain scandal, all you're going to get is 15 articles on Wesley going to a college Halloween party dressed as Whoopi Goldberg.
It wasn't Whoopi. I was a Rasta guy.
All right, where are we with the bad Pauls?
That's some good news. We stress tested them, and even though they weren't technically rated for the weight of the Hydra, they were able to hold it.
I went on the NHTSA database. Right, prior to the interview airing, the number of complaints about hydras rolling out of park was in line with any other car.
Okay, score one for the good guys.
Just because nothing terrible has happened yet doesn't mean it's not going to. I think we should still do the recall to be safe.
I agree. We should get ahead of this.
Shocker. Jack and Sadie are on the same side. It's like, have sex already. I mean, you already did have sex, so it's like, do it again already. In front of us or something. Could you imagine?
Here's my card for when you need it.
We're starting this shit show.
I don't know what the problem is. This is a normal show with our adoring fans. It's just...
You know, all of my Radio Shack adapters are falling apart, and I can't go to fucking Radio Shack to get a new one.
I don't know.
There isn't a Radio Shack.
Oh, yeah.
They're still under warranty, though.
Yeah, who am I going to talk to?
Yeah, that is a good question. Yeah, they've gone the way of Circuit City.
Oh.
I mean, there's a head shop now where my Radio Shack used to be, so I don't think they can help me, no.
You never know.
But maybe they could give you head. Hey-o.
Hey, I don't think they do that there. I don't know.
I think they do.
It's a head shop.
Okay, in case you're wondering what the hell is happening here, this is TV10 Podcast episode 0436, I think.
That's right. 436 episodes of this nonsense.
Way to go, you guys. That's impressive.
That's too many.
Nonsense, not enough.
All right. I am Bill Frost. Over there is
Tommy Milagro. Hi, everybody.
And special guest, introduce yourself.
Melissa Merlot's here again.
Yeah,
you guys are
all
awesome.
right.
Thanks for having me
And
back.
in the background is Robin from Magda Vega just hanging out.
Hi.
Yeah, she's just there. We don't have enough microphones to coordinate
I'm just
everybody.
sitting at Bill's feet.
As she always does. Yeah.
As I always do.
Yeah. And this week's episode is brought to you by
our good friends at Outlaw Distillery. They make some great spiced rum. Hey, you know what? It's still holiday season time.
Sure.
And you got to have some spiced rum in your system when you don't have your juicy filament. And what we did here is we mixed up some spiced rum with another thing they sell at Outlaw Distillery. That's ginger lime mule. It's a syrup from your favorite bartender. Not a sponsor. And all we did was just mix up a little bit of rum. Well, this is Merlot. We mixed up a lot of rum, and then we added in the ginger lime syrup plus some club soda because fizziness and voila.
Because fizziness is next to godliness.
Yes.
Amen.
Actually, really delicious.
I agree.
Yes.
Very limey, very spiced, rummy.
Yeah.
And it helps us stave off the scurvy.
And what are you drinking, Tommy?
Why, from our good friend at Ivy at Boostique, we've got some other non-alcoholic options there.
Non-alcoholic?
Non-alcoholic, yes. And this is from Athletic Brewing Company. This is the Free Wave
ever.
Hazy IPA. And it is better than O'Doul's.
Okay.
Because O'Doul's can suck it.
All right.
Suck it, O'Doul's.
Good for you. Okay.
I think, let's see, we've got the genius juice in our systems. Robin is trying to find some genius juice, I guess.
No, I have genius juice. I'm trying to find a seat.
Pillows.
Sit on that.
Phrasing. Boom. And
he pointed to a lovely, comfortable chair.
And an amp. I mean, there's nothing
is a
wrong with
very
an
nice
amp.
It's not
studio.
a chair, it's an amp.
It's
Yeah.
a very nice studio.
Oh.
Spare no expense.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we're good to go here. And I just wanted to avail you of a couple things that are premiering this week.
Oh, yeah.
Let me find the best ones here. Well, Black Panther Wakanda Forever is finally on Disney Plus this week.
About time.
So I will see it
Uh-huh.
because I'm not going to a fucking theater
Well, because why? People?
because fuck the theater.
Yeah. Well,
I've decided my living room is much better than a movie theater.
They have the
Gosh.
reclining seats though now.
But so do we.
this
Yeah,
is
fuck
kind of
that.
getting chilly in the studio. Is this a?
Not a frost warning. No.
This is just a statement of
And
fact.
there's also on Tuesday, that's Black Panther's on Wednesday on Disney Plus. On Tuesday, there's a Pamela Anderson documentary that she did herself.
Again.
Yep.
Tim Allen was a naughty, naughty boy.
Yeah.
Like, look at my pussy again.
Basically, this is the sanitized version of her memoir.
Yes.
All the good dirt is in the memoir. This is just the fluffy stuff in the.
Doesn't it have Tim Allen flashing her though?
No, that's in the book.
Oh.
Not on this.
Well, darn.
Yeah,
I was
it's-
hoping for a reenactment.
Called Pamela, a Love Story, on Netflix. And yeah. There's
Look, the only Pamela we need is Pamela and Tommy on Hulu.
Robin loved it.
Yep.
I loved it.
Yeah.
It's not Pamela and Tommy, it's Pam and Tommy.
Pam and Tommy, excuse me.
Also, there's a new sci-fi series called The Ark on February 1st. It's on the Sci-Fi. Basically, we're lost in space.
Oh.
Where have you seen this story before?
Disneyland on the ride.
Yeah.
They're running out of oxygen.
And this is a good one for Robin, maybe for you too, Melissa Merlot. A series. It's a Canadian series called Children Ruin Everything.
Oh, wow.
They do.
It's on the Roku channel. It's
Nice.
It's from Canada. It's from a guy who was a writer on Schitt's Creek and
Oh.
Kim's Convenience.
Oh, might be good.
Mildly
I had
funny
a
show.
child, he ruined everything.
Oh, my goodness.
Literally everything.
Oh,
right
no.
down there.
Oh,
Just everything.
no.
Yeah. And the fucking Grammy Awards on Sunday.
They're still doing that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Magda Vega's up for at least 3.
I hope you win.
We declined to show up.
Oh.
Us and
Good for
Kanye
you.
West.
Just like
Good for you.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Michael Jackson will also not be appearing at the Grammys this year.
What
Good.
happened?
No, he's also not nominated.
Yeah.
Just like us.
Are you protesting the Jethro Tull nominations? Is that what it is?
Man, if we lose to Jethro Tull one more time, I'll tell you what.
If you even say that again.
All right, Melissa,
Yes.
you're on the spot.
We gave you homework.
You sure did.
One of them was MILF Manor
Oh my
on TLC.
God. MILF Manor is incredible. TLC plays so dirty. So, MILF Manor, as you can tell from the title, is about older women who enjoy the company of younger men.
Of course.
And they're all moms. That's why they're MILFs. Mm-hmm. And, of course, all good reality shows have to have a twist, right?
Yeah.
So the twist, which I actually didn't see coming, I should have figured it out with as much reality that I watch.
Yeah.
The twist is the women all go to this, classy villa in Mexico, and then they reveal the men, and the men are all their sons,
Oh God.
and they're in like their 20s.
And they're trading sons
Yeah,
to
so
their
the
friends.
women have to date their, co-stars'
Friends'
sons, and then they bunk up.
Shut the fuck
They
up.
all bunk up with their moms. So, like, the
Wow.
son and the mom are sharing a
'Cause they're
bedroom.
scared.
I did not know the twist.
Oh, the
Okay.
boys are not scared. The boys are more into it than some of the
They're
moms. but
DTF, huh?
Some of the moms are into it. And the first challenge they have is so cringe. So the moms, they see it's all their sons and they're like, oh my God, I'm here with my son. I had no idea. And the first challenge is the moms all wear blindfolds, and then all the
Oh, no.
boys take off their shirts.
Oh, no!
And then the moms have to fill their
Nice.
chests.
The front door.
And guess which one is their son.
Nice. All right.
It's so cringy.
So we're gonna set Robin up on season 2.
Okay.
You and Dylan.
Dylan is down.
You and Lil Dill are gonna be on this
It's
show.
hilarious. And there's lines like one of the sons is like, I'm totally cock blocking my mom. She's only known him for 6 hours.
Have some decency, Mom.
Yeah.
And then the second challenge is a little bit better. It's kind of like a post-secret thing. You write your dirtiest secret on a board.
All right.
And then, well, to everyone. So then the moms and the sons have to guess which is secret belongs to who.
Wow.
And one of the moms, one of the secrets is like, I once had an orgy with 7 women. And one of the moms is like, that's my son. That's my son right
That's
there.
my boy.
Somewhere Oedipus is going, wow, this is so kinky.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
it's such an Oedipus
He's actually
twist.
dead,
It's like
so he's not thinking anything.
it's so bad. But
So
anyway,
the
so
show
that just
should
started.
this show should have been called Oedipusy, right?
Oedipusy. It totally
Write
it
it
should have been
down.
Oedipusy. Oedipusy madness.
That's a new 007 and a pussy.
Yeah, it's just gonna get worse. and
Okay.
Worse. But everybody, I mean, they all look great. They all look like regular reality
Remember when this
stars,
used to be the Learning Channel?
That's what I was thinking
Yeah.
too. I'm like, that's why I'm like they play so dirty now. Like they just will go to.
Well, I guess we're learning different types of things anyway on the
Now, if
Learning
you could
Channel
just-
anymore.
Now, if you could segue that into Greek literature, it's genius.
Yes.
They haven't made any comments on this show about Greek literature or any kind of
That's really
Oh,
hard
yeah.
to do.
historical
They don't
literature.
even know who Oedipus is.
That's,
I was gonna
They
say,
will now.
There's
That's
a
really
lot of
hard to
stories
believe.
that
They're
are
gonna
like
start
that.
searching it. They're like, let me keep up with this. Yeah,
But
fucked his mom, killed his dad.
it's very enjoyable.
okay.
I like it.
That was one of the homework. What else did we give you to watch?
Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, of
Because
course.
I'm never going to watch
We're
it.
not doing it.
Okay, so we're in season 3, and we lost the cult leader, Mary Cosby.
Aw.
And she was my favorite, so I wasn't as into season 3. But we still have the criminal Jen Shaw. And
She's still on there?
She's still on for season 3, but she's probably going to be off, I'm guessing, for this next season because she did get sentenced to 6.5 years in prison.
If that.
I
Yeah.
wonder
For
if-
ripping off the elderly.
Oh, yeah.
I
well,
mean,
they
she
should,
is full-on criminal.
They should go to the same fucking prison as the Chrisleys.
Oh,
I cannot believe they're Chrisleys.
Chrisleys.
I was hoping they got
It's another
arrested.
reality show.
I know, I saw
Yeah.
yeah.
an episode. However, back to Salt Lake.
Yes.
Housewives of Salt Lake.
Yes.
This is gonna be bad.
And
Okay,
yet.
Lisa
Yes, Lisa Barlow.
Barlow. I saw her the other night.
You did? Was she
In the
promoting
bar that-
her Vita tequila?
She was promoting some super crazy plastic surgery.
Oh, really? Oh, well, she has had a lot of work done.
A
I'm guessing.
lot. I
I'm
saw
guessing.
her
I
and
don't-
I was like, "What?"
I don't
is
know if
happening
she's
right now?
admitted to having work done, but I believe
You don't
she
have to
has.
admit it when you see it.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's
Vita
really-
Tequila is not a sponsor of the TV10
No,
podcast.
it's not. And
I'm gonna say this, Lisa.
yes,
She was a beautiful woman.
before the surgery,
Before.
yeah, she didn't
Absolutely,
need it. She didn't need it.
She
I
didn't
agree.
need
I
that
agree.
at all. Now I see her and I'm like,
Well, one of the housewives owns a beauty spa that does a lot of plastic surgery.
Oh,
type
okay,
things.
okay.
So-
a beauty spa.
Yes, so they all kind of have a lot of work done because of that. I'm pretty sure.
You know, I really dug the vision of Vita Tequila when it was here in Salt Lake. What was that, like 12 years ago?
When
Maybe
it
a
first
little
got
bit more?
when it
introduced,
first
yeah.
came
And
out,
she was beautiful and slender and
Yeah.
wonderful and just gorgeous.
yeah. Now she can't
And
make
now she's
facial
on this
expressions.
show and she can't make facial expressions.
She always has the same
I
face.
was like, oh my gosh, you look like the Joker now.
Well, that's one of the.
I'm
rumor
sorry,
is-
lady, but you did it to yourself.
It was a choice. She made a choice, a bunch of choices all over her face.
All the women made some choices. Most of
Several
it bad.
choices, yes.
The rumor is it's really hard to cast, and so I've heard that Lisa will be the only returning housewife, but then I've also heard that she's the only one not returning, and then season 3 sucked because it was so boring. And they
Okay.
added like 3 friends of the show, so they're not the actual housewives, they're just like women that are friends with them.
Right,
And I
okay.
think they added them just to like stir up drama. And you really didn't need that with Salt Lake Housewives because the Salt Lake Housewives' personalities are just so crazy and weird. Like it's just fun to watch them do
I'll
stuff.
bet they can find some more.
Melissa
So they
Merlot,
just
I
fought.
think that you and I should be like friends.
Oh yeah, we would
They
be
should,
great
like,
being
scoop
friends
us
on
up
this show.
For one
I
of
would
their
love
friends,
to
so
be
we
a
can
friend.
add some like flair
Yeah,
to the show.
well, that's the thing. They should just
Flair.
add more
I
fun
pick
stuff.
Lisa. Who do you pick? You can pick Lisa too.
Lisa, we both just gang up on Lisa.
You-
No, we're her friends.
We're your best friend, Lisa. Come on, reach out.
Well, you know, Andy Cohen does listen to the TV10 podcast.
religiously,
and,
yes.
And he always asks us, who could you get for a housewife?
We're a resource for Andy.
Yeah.
So we,
In fact, we got 2 resources
That's
right
right.
here.
we got
Andy,
two. We
Andy.
weren't even trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact,
Give me a
Merlot,
call.
you're married.
Yeah.
And Robin,
I'm not a housewife. I'm a house person.
That's perfect. That'll
close
work.
enough. So
That's what we want, though.
Cookies
We want progressive.
and lasagna.
We want That's perfect.
For my son who lives 30 miles away from me in hopes that he will come over and eat it.
Oh, Robin, son, you need
Phrasing.
to go over and have some lasagna.
actually, we should put you on MILF Manor now. That
Yeah.
you
Well,
say
yeah.
that.
You're going to be.
MILF
you
Manor
and
would be way more fun.
You and Dylan are going to be far too busy on MILF Manor to be on Real Housewives of Salt Lake. So
Andy Cohen is very visibly, obviously bored with the Salt Lake Housewives because the reunion.
They're boring.
that's not a good sign.
This reunion, he was just slouching in his chair. He was barely asking questions, and usually he is just like right into the drama and wants to know
that's
everything
a bad
that's going
sign.
on.
So-
But he was just like, "So tell me again, Heather, how did you get your black eye?" This is the controversy. Heather, they all went to like Hawaii or something, and they shared a house. And one morning,
She was super drunk and like
they
fell.
they were staying up till 4 a.m. They were all together, and then the next morning,
I feel like that lends just something
she
to
had
feel.
a black eye, like full on swollen black eye.
Okay.
And then she calls Jen,
It could be so
the
many
criminal.
things.
She calls Jen the criminal, and she's like, "Jen, we got to come up with a story. I got to come to your room. I have something horrible." And then she goes over there and shows her a black eye. And she's like, "I got to come up with a story." So everybody's like speculating, did Jen punch Heather and we didn't see it? Was it not caught on tape? And Andy Cohen, this is how you can tell he's just so done with the show, because he's like, "Heather, if anything happened, we would have filmed it and aired it by now." Because Heather's just been doing this back and forth about like, we want to know what really happened with my eye, because she was blackout, so she doesn't know.
So she didn't tell, and we don't know.
She was making it sound like they were keeping a secret about what really happened, all this scandal,
But
and
she
then
just doesn't remember.
well, yeah, and then at the reunion, she finally breaks down and starts crying, and she's like, "I was just blackout drunk," and she blames it all on Mormon guilt. That's why she was making up stories and stuff.
Yeah.
She's like,
now this track.
"I was
Yeah,
so guilty
okay.
for getting that drunk that I was blackout, and I hit my eye or whatever."
It's my fault.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's how
I
she sounded
fell
before. That's why I
And
thought
hit
maybe
my eye on the doorknob.
maybe Jen did hit her, because she was doing a lot of that. Like,
It's my fault.
I'm protecting myself by not saying what happened. Like, she was doing a lot of weird stuff.
So I got a question for you. How many Real Housewives shows are there?
Oh
that
my God, there are so many.
Like,
I don't even know.
give me a ballpark number. How many are we talking?
Okay, not just seasons. I want to know how many offsets there are. There's a Real
Orange
Housewives,
County, Beverly
Orange County,
Hills, New
how mu-
York,
how many
Salt
are
Lake
there?
City, Miami. They've also done that Australia one that I don't remember.
Is there a
Potomac.
Texas?
It should be.
There was a Texas. There was a Washington D.C.
Dubai.
There was
Oh.
Dubai.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a Dubai.
There was a Dubai.
So
yeah.
like at least 10 of them.
At least 10 that I can think of right now. There might be more. And
Okay, the Dubai. It's so hard to understand.
it is hard to understand them, but it's beautiful. Like, I was watching it just to see Dubai, because I'm like, oh my God, show me more
You just
Dubai.
turn the sound off and put on the subtitles. You're good to
Exactly.
go. Yeah.
Show me more crystal buildings
I love
in
Crystal.
Dubai.
Man-made islands. But now they have a spin-off of the Housewives called Girls Trip, and it's like women that were on a housewife show, but they put them all together on like a vacation. So it's
In
like
Dubai.
not in Dubai. I wish.
they let
At least
them
not
go?
yet.
Are
But
they,
yeah.
are they going to Vegas? Hint, hint. Is that what
don't think they've
is
gone
that
to
what you got going on, Melissa Merlot?
I think we
Our
all need to go to
reenactment.
Vegas right now. End the show.
Yeah, let's
We're
reenact
just
it.
going to Vegas.
Spontaneous
And then
Vegas
we're going
trip.
to record the show from there as soon as we
TV
get there in
10
like
on location.
4 hours.
Yeah.
And then we'll come back.
We can make it work. We've got it in the budget.
So they take housewives, like a couple from a few different houses, and then put them all together. And so I think they're on season.
So
they're
it's like
filming
Bachelor
season
Pad?
4. Yeah. And then they had 2 of the Salt Lake Housewives on season 3. So
Okay.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure Salt Lake is going to come back for a season 4. Rumor has it it's going to start filming in February, so next month. But I don't know. Like with the way Andy Cohen was acting at the reunion.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of like the king of Bravo,
Well,
you know. And
yeah,
if he
but-
doesn't like it,
Yeah, but if people are still watching it,
that's
they're,
true.
They're not going to cancel
That's true,
it.
and people are trying to watch it. And it just everyone got in a fight this season, and they were all stupid little fights. And
Well, that's
the
what you
friends
want,
were-
isn't it?
That's a Real Housewives show.
That's the show,
What's-
right?
True. I want juicier fights though. I don't
Oh.
want just like
Higher quality,
right. I want like MILF Manor level. Come on,
higher
Bravo.
quality bitchy fights.
Bravo,
Yeah.
don't let TLC outdo you.
Yeah,
like
really.
you're Bravo.
That would be embarrassing.
Which brings me up to this point. You were bringing up the Chrisleys and Jen Shaw's.
Oh yeah, I totally.
Yeah, apparently in TMZ,
Chrisley.
in the news.
The news, TMZ. Yes.
Apparently the Chrisleys are saying, "Oh, that's bullshit. What Shaw got." Because
Oh,
I
of
guess
course
they
they
were
would say
away
that.
for
Oh
a
my God,
lot
are they
longer.
trying to evade
Of course they would
taxes?
say it.
Those guys. Grizzlies. The Chrisleys. What are they?
Chrisleys.
The
Fuck 'em.
Grizzly Chrisleys.
Fuck
those
them.
guys.
One of the friends of the housewives from Salt
She's
Lake,
so good for like, holding
Angie
her gay
K.
husband.
Oh, Chrisley?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's a little questionable for sure.
Yeah.
But Angie K was promised she was going to be a Real Housewife on season 3. So she was going to be part of the main cast, and then they made her just a friend.
Aw.
So she actually, I have no idea. Salt Lake, quote unquote.
It's going to be Park City.
Yeah, most likely Park City. But because of that, she actually sued Bravo and tried to get
All right.
money for her makeup looks and her rented wardrobe and
course.
stuff for the show.
It's
She,
only-
Low Kim.
she lost
only fair.
miserably and
Yeah.
got fired.
Aw,
I wanted to take a little detour here because Robin was telling me about his show called, what the fuck was it called? Bling?
Oh, Bling, New York.
Bling
Or
Empire?
Bling Empire on Netflix.
So it's the Asians in
Yeah.
New York.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
It's like
I watched the
that
first
movie,
2 seasons.
Crazy Hot Asians.
Is that related to that? The Crazy
There,
Hot
it's a
Asians?
lot like the movie.
Okay, so it starts out, everybody has so much money. Everybody's fabulous. They have the best,
Yeah, of everything.
clothes, everything. But then they systematically just start to like crumble on each other.
Well,
And they're all talking shit on each other. And
one of the girls is dating a
only
Power
one-
Ranger, and he was abusive.
no, that was
that a different
the guy.
show?
No, it's the one. He wasn't like physically abusive.
Okay.
He was monetarily
Oh God! Of course he was.
abusive.
How
I
awful.
will not give you money if you don't do this.
Oh
or
my
whatever.
God! Like a pimp.
Yeah. Well,
Pimp Power
well,
Ranger.
he got like voted off the island
Oh,
of
well,
Bling
good.
Empire. Basically,
Will you please write down Pimp Power Ranger?
Pimp Power Ranger. Anyway, there is one couple in Bling Empire.
Okay.
And there's a lady, I can't remember her name, but she does she designs jewelry
Okay.
and she designs fashion lines in New York.
Ooh.
And she does a great job. She's very esteemed. And she has a husband who's actually gay.
Oh.
But they don't really say that.
Oh.
He loves her for her money. She knows that. They love it. They're in love. It's fine. They have a son. It's totally fine.
So I want to go back to the early days of TLC. Do you remember this show, My Husband's Not Gay?
I do not.
It's an actual reality
God.
show.
I do not remember this, no.
It's an actual reality show. It's called My Husband's Not Gay, filmed
Okay.
in Salt Lake City.
No shit.
Oh,
Shut
They're all
your
LDS.
mouth.
And the men on this show, they claim they're not gay. They
You
have
know, I kind
SSA.
of actually do remember this a little bit, yeah.
They have SSA, which is same-sex attraction.
Okay.
So they're not gay.
They're not gay.
They just like
not
go.
that there's anything wrong
They
with
just
it.
go to the
Yeah.
gym and watch other guys play basketball,
Like
and then
you
they
do.
talk to each
They
other.
just go to the gym and suck another dude off in the shower. Not gay.
They have levels too. They'll like ask each other. They'll be like, "Are you at a 3?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm at a 3." And that
a
means
3?
like that means that's their SSA attraction. So like if it's a really hot guy, they might be at like a 5 for attraction. They'll be like, "Oh, I'm at a 5 with that one." But you know, if he's just mildly attractive, maybe cute personality, it's like they're at a 1.
Would you fuck at 3? I wouldn't fuck at 3.
Well, this is
Well,
you know,
not
they're not
without
gay. They're
medication.
just attracted to the guy.
You've dated some guys with SSA, I think.
Probably.
Same sex attraction.
you
But
have.
yeah, you can still watch it on YouTube.
Brad Hart.
Whoa, names. Ooh, dropping
He
the
moved
T.
to Colorado.
Dropping the
It's
T.
Yeah, they can't hear this podcast in Colorado. It's fine.
not even listening.
But
And
yeah,
somehow
my
we got
husband,
people that do listen to this podcast. That's what kills me.
Yeah,
my husband's not gay.
yeah.
Look it
So this place rules. Getting off
Oh
on
my
a
God,
different
yes.
track.
Oh, I do want to
Okay,
tie
yes.
that a little bit into
Okay.
Housewives of Salt Lake because first season they had a girl that was a friend of the show and she was going to be a main cast member second season.
Yeah.
Then she went to the January 6th thing
Oh.
at the White House and took selfies everywhere.
Oh,
and
good.
Bravo was like, "You're fired."
I think they fucked up there. They should have definitely.
I know
brought
it
her
would have
in.
been great,
This
right?
is me and Jack Black.
They
would've
should
been
not
great.
have denied her.
It would have been so much turmoil to have her on.
They fucked up.
Totally fucked up big time. So This Place Rules is a documentary by Andrew Callahan of Channel 5, which is sort of an independent news organization that appeals to a much younger demographic than Real News.
Yeah.
And they do a pretty good job. And they did this documentary for HBO where he travels the country in an RV.
Yeah, a motorhome.
And he talks to all these QAnon people.
Oh my God, so crazy.
And
My people.
my God. And some of we've played a clip on the show before. The kids are totally indoctrinated into
Oh
this
my
thing.
God, I can't believe how much it was like a family thing.
Oh yeah,
Like the
The
whole
kids are-
family
the
was
little-
into
They
it.
stopped it.
the little kids are talking about
They do that at the end.
lizard people
Yeah, I know.
and how Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton are eating children for the adrenochrome.
Yeah, and the
all
whole
the-
family discusses it over
I'm
dinner.
eating children for
Adrenochrome.
How do you think Robin looks so young? It's all adrenochrome.
It's trust
I'm
the
actually 75.
trust the science. It works. You
Yeah.
know, the blood of the young will take out those wrinkles. No problem.
Right.
Well,
But
also
basically-
jizz.
But also jizz.
MILF Manor.
I think that
woo!
was a sequel to Sex and the City, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All that jizz.
And
Yeah.
just like jizz.
Yeah.
All that jizz. I love it.
And so overall, the documentary was basically a big fuck you in general to mainstream media.
Oh, it was great. It was fantastic. They
you
did it so
didn't-
well.
You didn't see it coming.
No, you didn't. I thought it was just going to be propaganda like, look how dumb QAnon
How did
is.
you not see it coming?
Which is
Because they
their,
build it up really good in the
They're
beginning.
Like, drink bleach.
Well, they build it up.
there's also a lot of QAnon is very dumb.
Yeah, they
As
make
soon as someone
it
says
real.
drink
They
bleach,
make
I'm
it
like,
real. But one thing he said in the documentary that I love that he said was in 2020, the news was the new reality TV, which
Yeah.
100% was how it was.
Yep.
And that's
Preach,
what
girl.
they show. And I thought that was
Preach right
so
now.
smart. Like, because they started with those two bumpkin fighters from YouTube.
Yeah.
And they're just crazy. Like, one is like Joker.
Preach.
What's their last name? I can't remember. It's like
Oh.
Joker and the other one's Gum. But like, they're just
I'm going to go with
these
that.
crazy
That sounds
guys.
about right.
And then later in the documentary, it shows both of them, and they're just nuts. They got tattoos all over their face, crazy hair and stuff. And they're watching the QAnon people on TV, and they're like, "Look at them! They're so crazy."
Oh, my God.
Like even they know it's like total, BS.
Yeah. So I've been recommending this documentary since it
It's
premiered in like
fantastic.
December.
I can't believe more people aren't talking about it.
Oh, they
'cause
should
it's
be.
just so good.
Yeah.
Well, it is on HBO Max, which means, it's going to be gone soon.
Yeah, they kind of lose everything on HBO Max. Just
Not
kind of
just lose,
just
they
disappears.
They just slash
It
and
just
burn.
fucking disappears.
I just want to say that because of QAnon, I got so much crap because I'm such a conspiracy theorist anyway. And I've
Yeah.
been into conspiracies since the 90s.
By the way, we should point out that Melissa Merlot has her sporadic podcast,
That's true.
Realitiki, which is all about
Reality
propaganda.
is doing great in Germany, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
She's super big in Japan.
Giant in Germany. But yeah, it's about propaganda. And that's the whole thing. Like, that was why I was kind of worried that this place rules might just be more propaganda
Yeah.
for anti-QAnon stuff.
Das
but
ist QAnon,
it was
ja.
done so well. It was so smart. I was very impressed. But because of that, and since I've been into conspiracy theories for so long, I can't tell you how many friends, once QAnon started becoming a thing, I've always thought it was a psyop. I always thought it was crap. I mean, I read about it just because I'm curious about those kind of things.
Yeah.
But I never thought I would get called a Republican for believing in reptilian aliens. Like, I never
True, yeah.
thought. Or a
See,
crazy Christian.
I remember.
Because I believe in aliens.
I listened to Alex Jones 30 years ago.
And he was talking about that stuff.
And, you know, it was, I was listening ironically, and it got to the point where right around 2016, it's like, okay, I can't with
do it anymore.
I can't with the talk radio anymore. I can't with the, you know, all
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's weird when it makes it so personal, you know? 'Cause,
Oh, yeah.
like, I love alien stuff, and I read everything about aliens, but
Yeah.
I've never thought it's the shape-shifting, like, government, you know? Like, the people ruling the earth.
Did you ever watch Inside Job?
Yes,
on
I love
Netflix?
Inside Job.
Yeah.
Yeah, that cartoon is really clever and fun. And
Unfortunately, they canceled it.
they
but, yeah.
did, but
Of course they did.
great couple of seasons. I really enjoyed it.
By the way, I'm very curious to see what Tommy Milagro's notes look like for this thing.
I think I'm
all over the
starting to. I think I wrote down blood of children.
Takes out the wrinkles.
I already got Oedipus down there.
At a pussy manner.
These notes are going to be fucking crazy.
Pimp Power Ranger.
I do not.
Yeah. we got so
I
many
do not
titles.
envy you at this moment.
And is there a show you're watching that we would be surprised to know that you're watching it? Something out of left field.
I can't watch anything that's like that's out now because I feel like everything's just such a mess and everything just depresses me. So I've been watching old shows. So I really enjoyed Oz.
Oz.
I watched all
That's
6
like
seasons.
7,000 years ago.
Yeah, it's from the 90s. But it was
Toss your salad.
so
Still holds up.
before its time. Like it was so before
Yeah.
its time.
Yeah.
It even talked about the internet and how it's going to isolate all of us and like all this stuff. And I was like, wow, this show's so smart.
Totally all happened.
Great
yeah.
characters, great writing, great acting.
Christopher Maloney.
Oh, yeah.
And who else?
Schillinger,
That
the
black
insurance
dude who gave
guys.
a bunch of fucking blowjobs.
Adam
We know what
Busey.
you were focusing on, apparently.
Well, yeah, I gotta get some, you know.
Yeah, I understand. No
Pointers.
judgment. No
The
judgment at all.
Mayhem insurance guy.
Which, interestingly enough,
Farmers
without
insurance
Oz,
guy.
Dean Winters.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's his name.
and without Oz, we wouldn't have Orange is the New Black when you get down
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah, that's what
It was
Actually, I
groundbreaking.
just thought that Orange is the New Black is a very like cushioned
Oz. Warm and
cushioned
fuzzy Oz.
Yes,
Phrasing.
thank you.
A funnier Oz.
Another reality show I really enjoy. Just
Yeah,
want
but
to tell
it's
you.
not like getting in the toss my salad, like stick your tongue in my butthole, like for real.
Speaking of tongues and
Watch
buttholes.
me jack you off while the warden walks by. Orange is the New
I'm
Black
curious where
isn't
the
really
segue's
like
gonna
that.
go.
They're
How,
like,
how are those notes
"Ah."
coming over there?
But you're right. It
Speaking
is.
of tongues and buttholes, Love After Lockup is doing great this season. That's one of my
right.
favorite reality
Love
shows.
After Lockup? What is this, please?
So this is a show where for people who fall in love with prisoners, inmates,
I'm surprised you didn't know about
and
this.
then it shows their relationship blossom when they're released from prison.
Doink doink blossom.
No. It's like an 85-year-old woman and a 23-year-old man.
No, most of them are pretty
He's
young.
like, I love her.
there are a few like
She's
that.
been there for me.
That's what they always say. They were there for me.
Always.
They were there for me. They carried me along. And one lady
And then they fucked
lied.
their daughter.
and she didn't say that she was broke. And then the guy she was in love with in prison was in prison for robbing a bank.
Of course.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so now...
So he's a provider.
Yeah, he's a provider. So now that he's out, all she keeps doing is saying, go get some money. And so I'm predicting that perhaps in the future he might be
There's
going
gonna
back.
be a big wedding.
That
big
wedding,
wedding.
and then he might get arrested for another bank robbery.
So what we're saying,
She'll have like her day.
Yeah, her beautiful day.
what we're saying, folks, is if ever you feel bad about your life, just watch these shows.
Love After Lockup
You are doing so
on
much
Wii
better.
TV.
Now, just in time for Valentine's Day.
Yes,
Yeah,
very
yeah.
romantic. Very romantic.
Oh,
Okay.
it's gonna be Valentine's Day. Ew.
Yeah.
Happy
Who's
Single
your Valentine?
Awareness Day.
Who's your Valentine, Robin?
You.
I knew it.
Oh,
Because
tender.
I love you and you always.
I knew it. Yeah.
I'm feeling the love, or is that the genius to this?
That's yeah. So I'm sorry we're gonna have to break from this for a second because I'm sure Tommy Milagro has some very important sports news.
Of course.
I don't
Wrestling.
I don't want to
Do that.
You know, steamroller that.
Trust me, it's actually going to tie in with the theme of this show. So go ahead, hit my music.
It's sports with Tommy Milagro. Go, team.
From the sports desk of a TV10 podcast, we deliver to you the sport of professional wrestling. And of course, it is going to be just, you can tell this is just going to be a fun little show right now.
I love it.
But here, I'm going to just chime in with the most important things. Royal Rumble was yesterday on the Peacock, if you flock to the cock.
Flock to the cock!
And no, not a lot of big surprises. Cody Rhodes won the men's Royal Rumble, and Rhea Ripley won the women's Royal Rumble. And it was just kind of, what's the word I'm looking for this Rumble?
Yeah, see, Robin and maybe Melissa Merlot, the Royal Rumble is when
I know what the Royal Rumble is.
You get
and I'm
30
down for the
you
Undertaker.
get 30 people in there. Yeah, the Undertaker.
And when I say
And they
Hot
all
take,
fight.
bro.
I want to fuck the Undertaker, I don't mean the guy at my fucking
The local Undertaker.
local Undertaker. I mean the
Robin, what are you
actual
doing?
wrestler
I know. It's a good living.
Undertaker.
It's a good living. He can take care of you very well.
I bet he could.
People will
He would
fucking
love
die
the
all the
shit
time.
out of me. And he would just come alive again.
Yeah.
And again.
Yeah, yeah.
And again.
Yeah.
So,
what else happened?
Let's see. Just moving along in legal news, MLW accuses WWE of tampering with the talent here.
The fuck you say?
I know. So apparently WWE, which you can read at slamwrestling.net. And,
Really? Is that a plug? Really?
Yeah, for me, because I have an MBA.
right.
Ooh,
Yes.
he said it.
I don't know if I'm allowed to look at Canadian websites. I think my blocker might be on.
A master bachelor's asshat.
I'm sure there
MBA.
were words. So that's the important thing. Anyway, short version is this. Basically, MLW sued WWE not just for spiking their Vice TV deal, but they've been trying to get their talent without going to their management to come on their shows. And they're saying bullshit on this, and they need to quit it, essentially. So there may be more developments on this as it comes along. Also, did you know Kurt Angle has a podcast? Surprise.
Everybody does.
Of course. But apparently on his recent
You
podcast...
guys have a podcast.
I know.
What?
And somehow we make this work.
No.
Anyway,
Has Kurt Angle done over 400 episodes? I think not.
I think
No.
I
not.
doubt it.
no, he may be America's hero, but he is no TV10 podcast.
Yeah.
But he did reveal that Hulk Hogan is facing some serious issues after a recent back surgery.
Fucking Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. And apparently he has to walk.
Hulkamania.
He has to walk with the cane because he's got no nerves in his back. He can't feel anything.
Well, he appeared
Can't
on
feel
Raw.
his butt.
Yeah.
He appeared on Raw. He looked okay.
Well, yeah, when you shoot somebody up with enough...
Fair enough.
Juice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And finally,
We just
this-
need you to
Say it again.
we just need you to stand up.
Juice.
Stand up for 2 minutes, Hulk.
just two. That's all we need here.
They got him on
And
strings.
we get the Undertaker that just takes you down. That's my
They got
man.
wires.
Exactly. And finally, this. From the files of My Husband's Not Gay.
Oh,
Nikki.
yes.
Husband isn't gay.
Yes.
Wait.
I feel like your husband is.
Nikki Bella says, I Do, the new reality show.
It's on the E.
Yep,
Oh,
it's
of
on the
course
E
it's on
Network.
E.
The show, which will chronicle the days leading up to the WWE Hall of Famer Nikki Bella's nuptials with dancer, and I don't know how to pronounce this, Artem Chigvintsev. Is that
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
Artemis?
Chig Russian word
Something like
last
that.
name. Can't
I guess
say.
they met on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, cool. That's
you know
pretty neat.
Okay.
I don't watch the show, but that's neat that he's a dancer.
And it says here in our news and rumors section, rest assured, this is a real wedding, and the show
Okay.
isn't just some fake reality
Of
TV
course
deal.
not. It's all
Sure.
real. All reality TV's real.
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah, and it's not being done solely for publicity and to make people believe that Artem was straight. So, which that reminds me, I may need you to. I may need to tag you in on this and see
Yes,
if you
you
can.
do. I want to follow their TV show.
Yeah,
and
tell me if
see-
you're noticing
See if
some
he has. Yeah, you were gonna say it.
Yeah, tell me if you notice any SSA in this.
Yeah, that's
shit.
what I was gonna watch for.
But of course, our senior editor and normal Bella show hate watcher / recapper, Bob Kapoor. Now, he won't be able to do the recaps, but look for a full recap after he binge watches them all once the show is done. What I'm trying to say here, Merlot, is if you feel like you want to recap this, because this is so your wheelhouse.
Yeah, I'll totally watch it. I will report back when it's finished.
Okay. I will pitch it to my editors. And the only reason why is because we need great writers like Merlot, and there's only so much I can do.
You guys don't want to watch E!
You can't single-handedly prop up SlamWrestling.net.
I'm trying my best, especially since they got the NWA will have a live NWA Power on YouTube on the 31st of January.
All right.
And I've got some interviews with some of the wrestlers from the NWA because, you know, I write for SlamWrestling.net and I have an MBA.
MBA drink.
And, of course, it's all important to get as much as we can because it's sports.
It's sports at Tommy Blanco. Go, team.
All right.
All right, we pause for a moment for a word from Juicy Filaments.
Oh, yes.
Delicious juicy filaments.
This is from the CEO of Juicy Filaments, as always.
Okay.
Hey, printheads, rise and shine, and don't forget your booties because it's cold outside. As we drift into 2023's freshman holiday season, Juicy Filaments would like to commemorate Groundhog Day with our latest filament, Phil Connor's PLA. This spool has double the cubic inches of material, so you'll feel like it will never end, and if you just print selfishly, it never will. It's chock full of rich earth tones, perfect for printing Puxatawny fills for the next 6 weeks. Disclaimer, Juicy Filaments cannot guarantee 6 weeks of groundhog printing due to groundhog STL file resolution, hog infill density, and February 2nd time looping. Wow. Yeah. I can't believe you're not seeing our Juicy Filaments right now. Juicy Filaments, ask for it by name.
Okay.
All
It's
right.
good that we're getting that juicy filament money these days.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It really helps with the bottom line.
Yeah.
I wanted to mention I watched a couple of movies over the weekend.
Okay.
One of them is from 2012.
Okay.
I'd never even heard of this before. I thought I was aware of pretty much all Ryan Reynolds movies.
Oh.
This is from 2012. It's called The Voices.
Okay.
Ryan Reynolds plays a guy who's fresh out of jail or rehab or something. It's not quite clear, but he's working a dumb factory job, boring factory job, and turns out when he goes home, his dog and cat talk to him.
Oh, cute.
Oh, okay.
And the cat has this heavy Scottish accent.
Oh, my gosh.
And Ryan Reynolds does all of their voices, by the way.
Adorable.
Oh, he does?
Yeah,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
And basically, the cat tells him, it's like, killing people is cool. You should do that. While the dog is like, oh, no, don't do that.
So it's like the angel and devil on the shoulder kind of thing.
Yeah. And also stars Anna Kendrick.
There we go.
And Gemma Atherton,
Okay.
British actress. And he eventually ends up killing a bunch of people.
Oh,
and,
my goodness.
Storing them in little, containers stacked up in his apartment.
No way.
Like you
Oh,
do.
yeah. Yeah, like you do. Yeah. And it is
This
fucking
sounds so
weird.
twisted.
It's so twisted, and it ends with a big musical number.
No.
Wait, huh?
What?
Yeah.
This is like a fever dream movie.
It is fucking bizarre, and it's right now. It's only, as far as I know, it's only on Stars.
The
That's where
Voices?
The Voices is from 2012, starring Ryan Reynolds. I had no idea this movie
I
existed.
didn't either.
Yeah.
I was not aware of this gem either.
Yeah.
And now we need to watch it harder.
Also, The Drop on Hulu.
Okay.
This is from the Duplass brothers. This is actually a pretty good one.
Really?
Yeah. It's about a destination wedding.
Okay.
And it's got a bunch of people you'll recognize in it. And right at the start of the wedding, right at the start of the whole vacation, one of the women, can't remember her name, from Pen 15, the blonde one, accidentally drops the baby.
Oh, that's the drop they're referring to.
That's the start of all the drama.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
The start of all the drama. That's only at the beginning of the movie, and then it's just, the fallout from that, from there on. It's so
That's
awkward.
Pretty funny.
Yeah, so awkward.
I like that. I like that storyline.
All right, and let's see. From Pen 15, the blonde one, Anna Konko,
Yes,
I think. Is
that's
that
her.
the...
Yeah, that's
Okay.
her. Yeah.
So.
She's a plays a very good hot mess throughout the movie.
But on a scale of 1 to Kaylee Klawaka, how hot a mess are we talking?
Pretty close.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we could have a hot mess off.
Yes, totally, yeah. And God, I saw another one too. Now I'm blanking on it. It was that good that I'm blanking on it.
Well, did you watch Triangle of Sadness?
Yes.
Was that it?
Actually, that was it.
I love that movie so much. It's incredible.
It's basically about a bunch of rich assholes and influencers on a yacht. And so there's you've got the rich assholes and influencers. You've got the crew of the ship.
Yeah.
And they rarely have anything to do with each other. And then things start going wrong with the ship. They're in a storm. Shit starts going down. And meanwhile, the captain, Woody Harrelson,
so cool.
and this other guy are arguing socialism and capitalism.
Okay.
While the ship is literally going down.
While it's sinking.
So priorities.
Filling up with shit.
And a lot of people get really motion sick.
Yeah, and there's a lot of vomiting.
Okay.
And they eventually end up on this island where they have to, work together, like the
Lord of the Flies.
the poors and the riches. Yeah. And it's fantastic.
It's basically what Titanic should have been.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's so good.
Oh,
all right.
God. It's on, you'll have to rent it. It's about $6, but it's worth it.
Okay.
I would say.
Well, I'm going to hold off because you know what's coming up very shortly here.
What?
Cocaine Bear.
Oh, yeah. Cocaine
I'm
Bear.
so excited for that one.
Now, all I know is really the title. What the fuck is this about?
Based
Tommy
on a
Wagra?
true story.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Okay.
So, I mean, it's right there in the title. It's a bear who does some blow.
So it's not an allegory or anything.
No.
It's totally straightforward.
No, this is a
Cocaine Bear. All right.
And he's killing things, everything left and right.
All right.
I'm just saying, it's no Black Adam, but
Oh, God.
It's going to be so great.
and again, can
Fucking
we
Black
both
Adam.
agree it's better than Morbius?
Yeah, anything.
See, I win. So between that, Megan, and Cocaine Bear is my jam. That is what I am going to be locked in on.
Megan is in the it's in the queue.
I haven't
watch
seen
that.
it yet. I'm excited to see it.
Neither have
though.
I.
It's
Well,
right up my alley.
It is on Broovies, so
Oh, that's good to know.
I think it's still there at Broovies, so you might want
I don't know.
to
Check it out.
They're not our sponsors yet. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm kind of pacing myself for. I'm just waiting for the Sundance crowds to,
Oh, yeah.
fuck off.
Meander away.
It's over, right? Sundance is over, right?
I think
Not yet?
well, let's see. They
Or is
had
it
their awards.
Sunday? Oh, they got to do the award thing.
So as we're recording live on air, they had their awards yesterday, the 28th.
Oh, maybe it is over then.
And I want to say, let's see, it's usually 10 days, or sometimes it just feels longer because
It just feels longer.
pretentiousness. Yeah. But that's something to look forward to. Although there were some good shows that came out of Sundance. The big one that I'm really jonesing to see is Cassandra.
I know nothing about it.
Because your slam wrestling credentials could not get you in.
Nope. Well, part of it is my fault because I dropped the ball, and I figured, and I explained this to my friend, the LGBTQ force was going to be strong at Sundance.
Yeah.
But, how many wrestling fans are there up at Sundance? I thought I was 50-50. I thought I had a chance. But to answer your question, Cassandra is a biopic on the life of the wrestler by the same name.
Okay.
He's a gay Mexican wrestler.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he's an exotico. So basically,
Ooh.
basically they were played up and glammed up
Yeah.
to the gills. But they were always kind of treated like the rodeo clowns in Mexico, just because it's a very machismo culture. And Cassandra just is one of the trailblazers.
Oh.
Yeah, in fact, I saw because I watch his Instagram. He was up there, and he came with his usual ring robe, and it's
Nice.
like, well, he's billed as the Liberace of Lucha Libre.
I love
So
it.
it's like the sequin jacket
Sparkly.
with a train.
Oh, I love it.
Oh.
That's so neat.
Yeah. Oh, he is an awesome person.
Very
Hopefully,
nice.
I will interview him down the road. Apparently, it's been picked up by Prime Video.
Oh, great.
So there might be some opportunities. I say we should get him to Utah.
Really?
Well, at the University of Utah, because and do it in June because Pride.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That would be great.
Well, he's wrestled here before 10 years ago, so I know
come
that for a
back,
fact.
Come back.
Yes.
It's time to come back, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do it right. So anyway, but that's all I've got there.
Okay, we're circling the drain here. I think we lost Robin.
I was going to ask, did she...
Where'd the live audience go?
I guess she fucked off. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, the important thing is that Merlot is still here.
Always.
And we've given you lots of great shows you need to watch
Yay.
harder.
Yes.
But yeah, if you do you have any more in your head shows you think people should be watching that you're enjoying?
6 Feet Under.
Really?
Oh,
going back.
Watched all of those seasons before Oz.
So you're doing an HBO deep dive.
Doing an HBO deep dive, and the thing I'm realizing with the super annoying cram it down your throat like shows like Velma and the woke bullshit, but you
Velma.
watch these older shows that were way more woke
Yeah.
and dealt with a lot of problems that we still have today in a really healthy and real way,
Yeah.
and so it's just what you're watching that matters. Like 6 Feet Under was amazing. Like all their characters were so deep, and
Yes.
they had an interracial gay relationship that was really healthy before.
Yeah, way
it
before.
was even a thing on most shows.
Or as we retweeted Sean Lennon Ono at the TV 10 podcast, and I kind of agree with
A
him.
hot take from Sean Lennon. Oh no.
For once, I actually have to agree with him on this, where he said, "Feels like woke and cringe are finally merging to become one brutal force called Velma."
Yeah.
That is a perfect description.
The thing is, the viewership is fucking sky high for Velma. So a lot of people are hate watching.
I was gonna
yeah.
say it's hate watch. It's totally hate watching.
This is such a hate watch moment.
There will be another season, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, I
of
know.
course.
But again, you had the better hot take with your little meme from Venture Brothers. Way to pull that
Oh
out.
my God, Venture
Yeah,
Brothers.
the Venture Brothers had a fucked up Scooby Gang years ago.
Way
Yeah.
before.
But how did it go? It's like they only did it in 4 to 6 minutes.
Yeah, they knew how to keep it short and funny.
That reminds me, we should probably bring this up since we're diving into Adult Swim. Rick and Morty.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, Rick and Morty will continue without Justin Roiland. So I saw it was a post. It could have been a Clickhole or The Onion or something like. HBO Max has a plan to get rid of its problematic creator while still retaining its problematic fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell? And remember when Dan Harmon was the problematic one with the doll? When he had
Right.
that Dexter sketch he did with the baby doll? Mm-hmm. And it was super controversial. And then remember how he had the real sex doll?
Yep.
And they made that Quibi TV show about it called Dummy?
Oh yeah, we talked about it.
I watched Dummy.
You
It's
watched
it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And I was just like, Dan Harmon was the one that I was like, oh, well, he's kind of a perv. He's probably
Donald
what
Logue
makes the show bad. And now I find out about this with Justin. I'm like, oh, God,
Yeah,
great.
Donald Logue plays Dan Harmon.
Dan Harmon in the Dummy show.
Yeah, and Anna Kendrick is his girlfriend, and
Yeah.
she discovers the sex doll.
It's so funny because it's based on a true story of his girlfriend discovering his sex doll.
Well, here's the thing that, and going back to Jason, how did you pronounce his name?
Justin Roiland.
Ryland. So apparently he's the voice of Rick and...
I know, right? They have
Yeah.
to recast.
There is
voices.
a guy on TikTok who does impressions
It's easy.
of him.
It's easy because since we're recording live on air, you can pretty much do this as an air check. I can pull this off as Rick
really?
and Morty.
Well,
I
that's a
support
bargain.
you guys.
You only got to pay one actor.
See? Exactly. Hang on. Let me see if I can get something from IMDb that involves
Rick and Morty talking.
I think I'm convinced I can pull this off.
All right. I believe in you, Tommy.
Let's see.
Well, the thing is, Adult Swim ordered like 100 episodes. They're only like
Isn't
30
he
into that
still
order.
gonna get money? Because didn't he
Probably.
create it?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
isn't he?
Oh, he is, totally.
So who cares if they get rid of it? Like, he's still profiting off of it.
Yeah.
And Adult Swim, how come they've never backed Venture Brothers? They're not problematic at all. And they were woke before woke. Like,
Well, we
they
did
won't get
we did
behind
get
them
like
at all.
what 6 seasons of Venture
That's
Brothers.
true. They did get
It's
a
pretty
few.
generous, I think.
It is, and they
Even
lucked
though
out.
we think it should go on
It should
forever.
go on forever, absolutely.
Well, we also said that same thing about what's the other show? Shameless. That should have gone on forever.
Yeah, when you get down to like seasons 10, 11, it's like maybe not.
Yeah. All right. And again, I think I can pull this off.
All
This
right,
is just
here we
a
go.
quick thing.
Okay.
All right. Let me get some genius juice in me.
Get a little in you.
You're going to play that move. You have a holiday called Ricksgiving. Kids learn more about me at school. I dropped out of school. It's not a place for smart people. Oh, snap. So.
Bravo.
And scene.
I'm just saying, Adult Swim, park that truck full of money.
Bring back up the money truck.
Just dump it right there. I nailed it.
Good job, Dummy.
And shows I think people should be watching harder include, of course, The Last of Us on HBO.
Oh, yeah, I want to see that real bad.
Oh,
I
God.
haven't watched it yet. I like the video game.
We're only 2 episodes in. It's already fucking killing it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's not just zombies. It's
We got a wide variety of
it's spore
scary
zombies.
shit.
Oh, I love it. Very cool.
Yeah.
And Pedro Pascal.
Yep.
Nice.
The Mandalorian.
Yeah. He's hosting Saturday Night Live this weekend.
Ooh.
I wonder how many Mandalorian, Baby Yoda,
God,
and Last of Us
sketches.
sketches there might be.
Let's see. Oh, don't forget Unbearable Weight. He was in that.
Oh, yeah.
If
Unbearable Weight
Nick
of...
Cage doesn't come out, missed it.
And also, the show started off with a little clip from American Auto on NBC. Very funny show. I don't know who the fuck is watching it. It's me and Carrie from the Morning Zoo. And it's from the guy who did Superstore, which is a very funny show that ran for like 6 seasons.
Yeah.
American Auto has that potential, but I don't know who the fuck's watching it.
So we're telling people is to watch it harder?
Yeah, it's on after the new Night Court, which is doing very well.
That's the part that still blows my
Then
mind.
the drop-off happens, like, everybody just tunes the fuck out.
Weird.
Just tune in for Night Court and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The new Night Court is okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not.
I like the old Night Court, so I can see that.
Well,
it's just okay.
And now, can you flock to the cock to see
of course.
American Auto?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the one I'm going to recommend on the Peacock is Poker Face.
Yeah, I
That-
haven't gotten into that yet. Natasha Lyonne, Ryan Johnson.
That looks fun.
Oh, it is so much fun. And it's basically the case of the week. She's on the run, but she kind of knows that some people are full of bullshit. So I could tell just by looking at you, you're full of bullshit. And it's just hearing it in her voice, it's like Lucille Ball had a child, and that's Leon.
Nice.
It is just a delight. That is a watch harder right there.
Okay. I also want to point out an episode. I fell off watching the Amber Ruffin show on Peacock.
Ooh.
But I said, okay, I got to get back in with Amber Ruffin because she's fantastic. And so I watched the last episode of the most recent season, which was in mid-December 2022. It was basically a Christmas episode. And her guest was John Oliver.
Oh.
She doesn't do guests very often.
Right.
And it was basically a love fest between them telling each other how much they love each other's shows.
Oh, awesome. For
And
Christmas.
it's very funny. And,
I love your show.
Yeah.
I love your show. I think your show is wonderful. Just wonderful.
There's a lot of silly songs, a lot of dancing, and it was the December 16th episode, I believe, of the Amber Ruffin show on Peacock. It's just a delightful half hour.
Fun.
So basically, we're just saying you need to watch this so you don't feel like the world's going through a hellscape.
Yeah.
Even though it's a Christmas episode, you can still watch it.
Yeah.
It's still funny.
It's still worth it.
Yeah. All right. What else anything else we need to tell the people before we get the fuck out of here?
Let's see. Other than Bad Batch is another show to watch.
Yeah. On Disney Plus. Yeah.
And we've already talked about Wakanda Forever.
Yep. Coming on
Because
Tuesday.
Black History Month.
Yeah.
Oh, and for our friends in Florida, see, kids, there's this thing called Black History. And good luck, DeSantis, for trying to cancel us the fuck out. I think that covers it here. Maybe I should have Dr. Roy come in so that he can offer some teachings for Florida.
That's a great idea.
So
because we're only partially brown here.
Well, one of us is.
Yeah. I'm super white.
But you're getting there.
Yeah.
You're getting there.
I'm trying.
I'm a ginger. I'm barely human. The woke will never defend gingers. You'll never see that happen.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
People can make fun of redheads forever. No one cares.
Your time might come.
Yeah.
When they run out of things to wokeify.
Well, to be fair,
Wokeify.
Oh,
Wokeify.
that is the spin-off to Keith Knight's beloved Woke series, Wokeify.
Wokeify, the sequel series, yes.
Yeah, created by Kenya Barris as well.
You know, I watched the intro of You People on Netflix. And it's Jonah Hill and this woman doing a podcast.
Oh boy.
And they've got all this top flight gear, and this is supposed to be like a middling podcast that no one really pays attention to. They've got all this top flight studio gear.
Of course.
I mean, we've been using the same shit for 10 years here, but they've got this like pro NPR studio set up in his house.
This is bullshit.
And then there's like a chat room going on. Apparently they're doing it live.
Wow.
There's a chat room going on. It's
We're
like
doing it
high
live.
tech.
and I'm watching this going, no. Fuck this. I'm not even getting into it. I'm not even getting into this.
That's not how you do a podcast.
God, it got cold in the studio.
That's a frost warning. Frost warning. Jonah Hill's podcast is bullshit. Yeah.
You haven't seen a full-on frost warning here.
Oh, it's been a while.
Yeah. So I know I may eventually finish the movie. I'm just going to have to go past that intro.
It's fast forward.
Yeah. Because
It's not real.
I just rage quit the show right at the intro.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I do not blame you. And I would say, well, as far as what we've got going on, Merlot, what's going on with you these days?
Nothing.
What do you got to
Sitting
plug?
at home. I have nothing to plug. I haven't even done a new episode of my reality tiki.
Which you can check on her OnlyFans page. You can watch Merlot sit at home.
Melissa sit and watch TV. Although I still think if I would have done my cryptid OnlyFans, I would have made a lot of money.
Okay.
That way I could have like a cryptid of the week, like Bigfoot, Mothman.
Nice.
What's stopping you now?
It's such a good idea.
Which you can find on her Patreon page.
Yeah. So you can at least
look
follow
me up on Patreon.
You can at least follow Melissa Merlot on her social
Yes.
medias.
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of them. When I'm not in Facebook jail.
All Melissa Merlot.
You know,
always a
I've said
criminal.
some shit, and I've never been in Facebook jail.
They
I don't know
watch
what.
me.
Well,
I don't know
you're
why
special.
I don't know why I get a pass. I've never been in Facebook
Well, yeah,
jail.
it's easy.
criminal.
You're a white hetero male.
That could be it. But I've seen plenty of my white hetero male compatriots get canceled on
Get
Facebook.
canceled.
Well, that's because you're not saying the right things to the wrong brown people.
I like to think that I'm just saying it too cleverly.
There you go. You're good at
You're
doing
using
it.
words
Do it on
and
the
stuff.
down low.
Yeah.
Mine's way too out in the open.
Yeah.
It's true.
And we've already gone over your slam wrestling content.
Yep. I've already got my recent interview out with AJ Kazana, the legacy of the NWA.
Yep.
Next week it's going to be Alex Taylor. He is one of the ill-begotten members of the NWA. and like I said, live NWA Powers coming up. And then just around the corner is going to be the NWA pay-per-view Nuff Said. That's Nuff said. Basically, it's the signature pay-per-view of Tyrus.
Okay.
So you could catch it all on the Fight TV for only $14.99.
Not a sponsor.
So there's that. So no NWA All Access these days.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to plug what I got to plug.
Yes.
Coming up in City Weekly and the Coachella Valley Independent and the Spokane Inlander, the latest TV column. Basically, I'm looking at shows that premiered 20 years ago.
Oh, these
The-
are ones I'm going to watch.
The list is fucking impressive. Shows that 2003 was a hot year.
Oh, yeah.
I've only got a fraction of them here.
Oh,
like
okay.
Arrested Development.
Oh, shit, that was
2003.
Yep.
God, I
Nip
can't believe.
Tuck.
Oh, that's
yeah.
my favorite. We watched that one all the way through.
Reno 911.
Yes.
Oh, it's a classic.
Carnival.
Oh yeah, I remember that. You're not remembering that. There. Okay.
It was an HBO show.
That's probably why.
Yeah, it was only good for one season.
Dead Like Me.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
like
good.
that one.
But also shows like Queer Eye premiered that year.
Wow.
There's a whole lot of them.
Wow.
And then there's 20 years later, and we
almost had the Venture Brothers, but it didn't technically premiere in 2003. They premiered with a movie, like a one episode thing.
Mm-hmm.
It technically premiered in 2004.
Okay.
So I could not include the Venture Brothers.
Wow, it's been around forever.
Yeah.
Boy.
Dang.
Well, the thing is, they take so many years off between seasons.
I know. I remember waiting between seasons. Just
Yeah, so
torture.
you can read all about these shows and where to stream them. Also, one of them I included, one of my favorites that no one else cares about, True Calling.
Okay.
Oh, Eliza Dushku?
Yep,
I
and Zach
remember it.
Galifianakis.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a nice little gem. And don't forget, later on, it was Jason Priestley.
Yeah, he was the bad
That's
guy.
right.
Yeah.
She had the power to rewind the day to help the dead avoid death.
Yeah.
Well, meanwhile, he's there and it's like, no, fuck that.
We're killing people.
We're letting fate take its course. Mm-hmm. And thing is, you can only watch this on YouTube. Somebody's pirated it. It's not officially anywhere, but it's on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's your other show to
Since
watch.
I can't watch anything new.
Yeah.
I'll watch those.
Fuck new stuff.
Exactly.
All right, we want to thank our sponsor, Outlaw Distillery, for the spiced rum.
Yes.
So good.
And of course, we should also thank Boostique for providing us the non-alcoholic brew, and that's Athletic Brewing Company's Free Wave Hazy IPA. Very refreshing here. But we should also mention some of our other fine sponsors, such as Sugar House Distillery.
The OG.
Yes, and of course there's Ogden's Own Distillery, the fine purveyors of Five Wives, Five Husbands, Madame Patarini Gin. There's the Porter's Fire, the Porter's Peanut Butter Whiskey. Then there's the Underground, because suck it, Jägermeister. They also have cans, as does Sugar House Distillery.
Yep.
And of course, Bohemian Brewery with the fine regular beer, not this non-alcoholic brew I'm dealing with right now.
Yeah.
But it's still tasty.
Yeah.
But no matter where you go,
And Boostique. Did you mention Boostique?
I did mention
Okay,
Boostique.
all
They not only do the mocktails, they do have the glassware and other things to mix up your favorite drinks, like I did with Merlot's and yours spiced rum right
yeah,
there.
very nice.
Now, I should mention, and this is kind of sports adjacent.
Okay.
In February, we're going to be inundated with the basketballs, since we're going to be hosting the All-Star Game. And we be in Utah, but it's the Royal we. So.
Oh, is that the thing where they're actually going to let booze sales happen within the arena?
And there are going to be some pop-up liquor stores.
So tourists
Yeah.
are treated like humans.
Are like adults, yes.
Yeah.
We won't
Meanwhile, us, the rest of us here who live here can fuck right off.
Oh
Exactly.
my God,
Okay.
That's not fair.
But what I'm saying is, with these pop-up stores, tell them to stock up on local favorites like our sponsors.
Yeah.
It's
Totally.
time you got to actually have something that isn't, cheap piss. We are just, and for a long time, DABS, and I emphasize the BS, you need to have these pop-up liquor stores, have our fine sponsors,
Yes.
tell them TV10 Podcast sent you, and of course, you, the fine listeners, should also go up to the BS and be rocking our TV10 Podcast t-shirt, like our good friend Merlot over here.
That's right. I love it.
We still got a bunch of them.
Yeah, and they're only $15. So reach out to us via the Gmail, TV10podcast@gmail.com. In the subject line, put in T-shirt me now. Just enter your name, your address, your shirt size, whether you Venmo or PayPal, and
Money orders?
CODs.
COD?
We'll do Western Union Telegram.
Okay, cool.
We're not that cheap here. Just no crypto, ever. And you could be as cool as all of us.
Yeah. I got a couple more from 2003.
What else you got?
Well, one America's Next Top Model.
Oh,
Launched
yeah.
in
Wow.
2003.
Love that one.
So much shit has come out about that show since then.
It's so bad.
Really, Tyra Banks is just a fucking terror
She's
to work with.
scary.
Well, I knew this already.
You kind of figured that out.
Yeah, her talk show was kind of the.
But when I watched America's Next Top Model, it was on UPN, and for the first at least 5 seasons or so, I called the winner every time.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, right from
You
the
had a
first
good
episode.
eye.
Yeah.
So you were the model whisperer.
Yes, I was. Yeah. See if you remember these shows from 2003.
Okay.
Stripperella.
Oh, Pam Anderson.
Yep.
Yeah, the cartoon,
It
right?
was a Stan Lee joint.
That was on
Oh,
Spike
shit.
TV.
Yes, it was. Good memory.
Oh, I miss Spike TV.
I did not remember this.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Had the worst shows. Spike TV was like the manly channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's a show, The Mullets.
Don't know that one.
Yeah. Basically, it was on a UPN, and it was about 2 brothers who had mullets. That's the show.
Okay. Why it didn't stay on longer, I
Hard
don't know.
to believe why UPN never didn't last.
Such
I mean,
great
that
ideas
and
on UPN.
Homeboys from Outer Space.
Oh, my
Oh, boy.
God.
God.
Yeah.
There were some gems there.
Yeah. So that'll be out this week. Just go to billfrost.tv to find it. And yeah, we can be done now.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks for having me, you guys.
Thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you. And thank you for taking on the reality shows we don't dare to watch.
I'm always here for you.
And we apologize for Robin.
I loved Robin. She was great.
But in any case, do you have anything else? Or?
No, we done.
Okay. Well, then you better sign off here.
All right. Good night, America.
And yes, you jiggle that handle because it's time for you to go and off you fuck.
There's only me and my TV
Hey guys, some of our internal emails have been leaking to the press, and it really sounds like we're running around with our hair on fire. It's embarrassing.
So maybe please stop using the terms like disaster, clunker, dumpster fire, bloodbath, death wagon, Satan's wet dream, and of course, show, sandwich, storm, and fire.
What's a fire?
I can only assume it's a fire made of I don't know.
Checks out.
Over here, Sadie.
Miss Wright. Sadie, are you concerned that Payne will lose customers over this?
Well, let's see. You've lost most of your readers and you're still in business, Tom.
Do you accept responsibility for the fire?
Do you accept responsibility for your weak chin?
Wow, attacking a reporter's physical appearance, not what I would have done.
I mean, I told her to be aggressive, but this is just catty.
You know, and you're gonna feel like an idiot, Tom, like an absolute moron, because you and your chicken little friends here, you're bitching and whining, when I guarantee that this fire will be out in 2 days. So
that was 1 week ago, but the Payne fire continues to rage on, now covering over 100,000 acres and 0% contained.